All right, so what is an insurance alliance, or also known as an insurance cluster? So let's dive into it. All right, so an insurance alliance, very simply put, is a group of insurance brokers, independent insurance brokers, coming together in one group. So they come together in a group and they have a master agency, and they have a master agency code. And so that master agency goes and gets the direct contracts and appointments with the different large insurance carriers, for example, Liberty, Nationwide, Mercury, Travelers, Safeco, all the big insurance companies, insurance carriers. And the reason why all these independent agents go together and join these insurance alliance or clusters is because it's very difficult to get those appointments on your own as an independent broker who's just kind of getting started, has very little to show as far as their book of business or basically loss history. A lot of insurance carriers, when you go to get an insurance appointment, they ask you for what size your book of business is and your loss ratio, and they ask which carriers you're with and how much you've written individually for your book for those carriers, to basically evaluate you as an insurance broker or agent as to what kind of quality business are you writing, what kind of track record do you already have in your book. And so by joining an alliance or cluster, it helps you bypass that step of getting the contracts, because that alliance or cluster, because of their reputation, their strength that they have in numbers, they're able to write bigger premium with those companies. And essentially those big companies trust the alliance because they're working all together, and they give them more, appointments. They give them also bonuses. Like the bonuses that come to the alliance are much bigger because there are a bunch of agents writing together under one class code and writing with that company. So as a independent broker joining an alliance, you also get your own like sub producer code. So technically that appointment isn't really yours when you're working with an alliance. It's the alliance's appointment. And a lot of what these alliances will also do is give you an opportunity to get your own direct appointment. So because of their reputation, and I can confidently say that I wouldn't have the appointments that my agency has at the moment if I didn't join an alliance. There's a lot of things that are important to keep in mind when you join an alliance, like the contract. There is a commission split when you're writing through the alliance carriers. So make sure that the commission split is something that makes sense for you, and so you can actually grow your business. If it's too big of a split and it doesn't make sense, and obviously you got to do what's right for you. Make sure the initiation fee, a lot of these alliances and clusters have initiation fees to get started with them. Make sure that makes sense for you if you're starting with a small budget. The other things are the carriers. Make sure the carriers that they have are the ones you want. Every alliance is slightly different. Like some might not have Nationwide, some might have Liberty, some don't have Liberty, whatever. So make sure they have the carriers that you're really going after. Like if you're doing auto, you want to have the most competitive auto company. Like some alliances have Progressive, some don't. Progressive has great auto insurance, very inexpensive pricing. I personally don't have Progressive, whatever. So that's another factor. Another thing is, like, if you want to leave the alliance, make sure you read and understand the contract on how to exit the alliance. That's another big part of it. You don't necessarily always want to leave, but you want to just know what your exit strategy is if you do want to leave. Make sure I always recommend this, a huge point, make sure that you actually own your book. So like if you do get a direct appointment after the fact of working with the alliance and selling a bunch of policies under the master code, once you get that direct appointment, make sure that all your policies transfer over to your direct appointment. That's very important. And make sure that if you want to sell your book of business, you actually own your book of business. Like that's the whole point of starting your own insurance brokerage and agency. So these are just a few of the points I highly recommend. Like I said, I joined an alliance early on, right when I kind of started my agency. It's been really, really helpful for me. I pay my monthly fees. I do little commission splits with them here and there, but mostly I have all direct appointments now because they help me get the direct appointments. So very, very happy with my setup at the moment. I highly recommend it for others out there. If you can get the direct appointments on your own without the alliance, by all means go that route first. But it's tough. It's tough. It's kind of like the paradox of like the insurance carriers want to see you have appointments and they want to see your track record and loss ratio, but you can't get the appointments without the track record versus. So I guess like which one comes first? Like you need an appointment to show history, and you can't get an appointment without showing history. So it's like, does the chicken or the egg come first? That's where the alliance kind of helps you get going. And yeah, the other thing you can do is go online, just Google Insurance Journal. Has a, like, if you Google Insurance Journal Insurance Alliances, they have a list of all the top alliances in the country, and you can check out. And I would definitely recommend calling like 5, 6, 7, 8 of them and just feeling them out. Like the vibes are different on every single one. That's pretty much it. If you do get any value from this, please like, subscribe, ring the bell for more insurance content where I can help you get your agency off the ground. And I also do some consulting. So if you want to talk to me directly and want a one-on-one coaching, go to chriscostantini.com. That'll be in the bio or the link. The link will be in the description below where you can actually book a call with me. I also do like agency setups now, where I will literally sit with you step by step from point A to the end, where you're actually like selling policies and how to even get leads and all that stuff that I've figured out over the last almost 5 years now, where I can actually help you set up from scratch. You don't want to make all those same mistakes over and over and over and spend time, which is actually going to lose you money in the long run. And you can actually expedite that process, I believe, by doing one of those calls. So I hope that brings some value. If you do get any value, share this with a friend that's also thinking about starting an insurance agency. We're also, best way to talk to me, honestly, is insurance DMs, Instagram DMs. Like go on like at Adelphia Insurance Instagram and at Chris the Insurance Guy Instagram. You can follow me and talk to me there. I can do voice memos. Like that's the fastest way to talk to me. So that's it. That's all I got. We'll see you guys at the top. See you soon. Peace.